Hello, this is Dr. McTuck, and I would like to welcome you to a video which just has a little bit of recap of week 4, and then I'll talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing in week 5. So on the screen, you can see this is week 4 that you just finished. This is where you had the chance to read the article where the teacher discussed what the observation meant to her. Now, based on your number of interactions in discussions, I would say that you were very interested in this, you were very thoughtful with it, because I saw a lot of people, they responded to well beyond the two required minimum responses. So again, I think people were very reflective there based on the number of interactions that I saw and the number of thoughtful responses. Then you had a chance to take a look at the Education Law 3012D, which of course all the public schools within New York State have to have that set up by September of this year. So a lot of schools are taking a good hard look at that. And when I looked at your presentations, I saw correct information about the law. If I saw anything that didn't make sense or wasn't right, I actually put that within the comments with your grade. But again, for the most part, everybody seemed on target with it and had a good idea. And I know people appreciated seeing each other's presentations to see what other people understood about it. So now let's go on to week 5. This is a big week because this is where you get to do this practice observation. Now you'll notice as you go down through here, there is not, I repeat, there is not a drop box for you to submit this practice observation. You can see there's the directions, there's an exemplar, and then I would recommend that you actually read this ASCD article, which is right here, and we'll go back to that in just a second. But please understand, you must submit this to TaskStream. Again, here's a link if you need any help with that. But again, it's required by Canisius, and it must be submitted to TaskStream. And please make sure that when you're looking at the directions for the assignment, that you click here in week 5 and you look at the directions that come up, because sometimes there's differences in TaskStream, and I want you to make sure that you have the most up-to-date. So again, click on the directions that you actually see here in Desire to Learn or D2L. So let's go down and take a look at this article on evaluations that help teachers. So again, make sure you take a look at that and think about that, as you're going through the evaluation process. All right, so take a minute or two to, go ahead and look through that. It does have some tips on, evaluations to help teachers learn. One thing I want to remind you of, there is going to be another virtual meeting, and I'll be sending that information out via Remind and then also a news article. So on Sunday night at 8:30, there'll be an online meeting, and I'm going to go over some different tips and tricks on how to do an effective evaluation. So it would be worth your effort if you could join that. So again, I hope to see you on Sunday night in the virtual online meeting.